There's one decision that separates winners from losers. Not talent, not money, not where you grew up or who your parents were. One decision. And the terrifying thing, most people make it without even realizing. Every single day, they choose, and most of them choose wrong. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to see exactly which side of that line you are standing on, and more importantly, what to do about it. Let me ask you something. When something goes wrong in your life, and something always does, what is the first thing you tell yourself? Be honest. Do you say, I need to figure this out? What can I learn here? How do I come back stronger? Or do you say, this always happens to me. I'm not lucky enough. The system is against me. It's not fair. Because here's what the research actually shows. Winners consistently attribute their outcomes to internal factors, their effort, their decisions, their skills. People who stay stuck attribute everything to external factors, bad luck, unfair conditions, other people. That gap, that one difference in how you explain your own life to yourself, that is the decision. And this is not just motivational talk. This is biology. Researchers found that winners of contests are significantly more likely to win their next contest, and losers are significantly more likely to lose theirs. They tested this on humans in 2 experiments, video games and reading comprehension. People who were randomly assigned to win in round 1 performed dramatically better in round 2, even when the difficulty was exactly the same for everyone. Think about what that means. Winning teaches your brain that winning is possible for you, and losing, when you internalize it, when you let it become your identity, teaches your brain the opposite. In both humans and animals, winners adopt assertive postures, and losers become progressively more submissive. Your brain is literally being shaped by how you respond to what happens to you. Every time you push through something hard, your brain gets rewired. Every time you quit, it gets rewired the other way. This is why the decision matters so much. Because it is not just one moment, it compounds every single day. Now, here is the part most people never talk about. And I want you to really hear this, because this is where it gets personal. The difference between a winner and someone who stays stuck is not that winners never fail. The most successful people have failed more times than the people who stay stuck. The difference is they never internalized failure as a definition of themselves. Read that again in your mind. They failed more, but they never decided that failure meant something about who they are. That is the line. That is the exact line. Winners fail and say, that happened, what's next? People who stay stuck fail and say, that happened, because of course it did, that's my life. Same event, completely different decision about what it means. And that decision, that quiet, internal, nobody else can see it decision, determines everything that follows. So what do winners actually do differently day to day? Because I don't want this to be abstract. I want you to leave with something real. The first thing is this. Winners are ruthlessly focused on process, not outcome. They don't wake up thinking, I need to be successful today. They wake up thinking, what is the one thing I can do today that moves me forward? Just one thing, just today. The best sports psychologists in the world say the same thing. De-emphasize results, work on process. If you work on the process consistently, you put yourself in the position to win. And this applies to everything, business, relationships, health, wealth. Stop measuring your life by where you are versus where you want to be. That gap will always feel too big. Start measuring by, am I doing the right things today? That's it. That shift alone changes everything. The second thing winners do differently. They are obsessively curious about what they don't know. A winner knows they can learn from anybody. Someone with a losing mindset resents learning from anyone. This sounds simple, but think about the last time someone gave you feedback, real feedback, uncomfortable feedback, and how you actually felt. Did you feel defensive? Did you immediately think of reasons why they were wrong? That's a losing pattern. Winners feel that same defensiveness. They're human too, but they choose to sit with the discomfort. They ask themselves, is there any truth here? What can I take from this? That tiny pause between the discomfort and the response, that is where character is built. And it's a skill. It gets easier with practice, but you have to choose to start it. The third thing, and this one might sting a little, winners take radical responsibility. Not for some things, for everything. Now, I'm not saying that unfair things don't happen. They do. Life is genuinely unfair sometimes. Some people start with more, some people face obstacles that others never will. That is real, and it matters. But here's the brutal truth that winners understand. You cannot control what happens to you. You can only control how you respond. And the moment you outsource your response to your circumstances, you give away the only power you actually have. Winners face the same challenges, crises, setbacks, and failures as everyone else. The difference is their self-belief is so grounded that they immediately start looking for ways to bounce back. Not someday, immediately. That's not toxic positivity, that's a strategic decision about where to put your energy. Right now, in the comments, I want to know, what is one area of your life where you have been blaming something outside yourself and you know deep down that you need to take it back? Just one word or one sentence, drop it below. I read every single one. So, what is the one decision? After all of this, the science, the habits, the research, what is the single decision that actually separates winners from everyone else? It is this, the decision to be the author of your own story. Not the victim, not the passenger, the author. Winners wake up every morning and make a quiet, non-negotiable commitment that whatever today brings, they will respond with intention, not reaction, not blame, not waiting for circumstances to be better or fairer or easier. Intention. A winner is focused on where they are going. Someone with a losing mindset is focused on where they are not going. That sounds like a small difference. It is not. It is everything. Because where your focus goes, your energy follows, and your energy shapes your actions, and your actions, repeated every day, build your entire life. The person you are in 5 years is being decided right now, not by your talent, not by your circumstances, by this decision, made today and tomorrow and the day after that. I want to speak directly to some of you now, because I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds good, but I have tried. I have made the decision before, and I still ended up back in the same place. And I hear you. Here is what I want you to know. Making the decision once is not enough. Making it twice is not enough. This is not a one-time commitment. It is a daily practice. Winners never chose to internalize failure as a definition of themselves. Notice the word chose, past tense, over and over again, a choice they keep making. Every time life knocks you back, and it will, the decision has to be made again, fresh, without the weight of the last time. That is not weakness. That is what the work actually looks like. And every time you make that decision, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel it, you are strengthening something, a muscle, a pattern, an identity, until one day it stops being a decision and it just becomes who you are. So here is what I want you to do after this video. Just one thing. Ask yourself, in the area of my life where I feel most stuck, am I being the author or the passenger? Just that question. Sit with it honestly, because the answer will tell you everything. And if the answer is passenger, that's okay. That is not a judgment, that is information. Because now you know, and knowing is where the decision starts. The winners in this world are not special. They are not more gifted or more deserving. They just decided, over and over again, in the quiet moments when nobody was watching, they decided to be the author. And that decision, that one quiet, personal, powerful decision, is available to you right now, today. Now, if this resonated, and I think it did, watch this next, because the decision is only the beginning. The next step is understanding exactly what is quietly working against you in your daily environment, and why even the most motivated people stay stuck because of it. We went deep on that in the next video. It is on your screen right now. I will see you there.